What's good, team? Right now, I'm bringing us another top 10 video this week. And this week's top 10 video, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 best side deck cards to go into the next format. Because when the next set releases, we're going to get Zodiac, we're going to get a lot of crazy shit going on. So with that being said, if you were asking me, hey Chris, what do you think about are going to be the next 15 best side deck cards for the up and coming format? So instead of giving them 15, I'm going to give them 10 because I feel like 15 is going to be a little too broad and 10 is the right number. And I always do top 10s on this channel. So like I always tell you guys, without further ado, let's begin. Starting off by saying, a lot of these cards are general side deck cards that we're currently using now, and they're going to transfer to next format due to the fact that all that's going to change by next format is we're going to get Zodiac splash into pretty much every deck. So starting off with number 10, we have Anti-Spell Fragrance. Anti-Spell Fragrance is a very powerful card. It's going to help you out against your Pendulum matchup and any spell-heavy matchup. You flip it up, both players can activate spell cards. They have to set them first before activating. So for you guys that do not know, if your opponent's playing a Pendulum-based deck, their Pendulums can get set. You can't set a Pendulum on card, so you just can't place Pendulum. So it can probably kind of hurt the DDD deck. I don't think the DDD deck is Pendulum-based, but it can kind of slow the Pendulum-based DDD versions down. And it can just hurt decks like Blue Eyes, like Dragon, people who are still running that. It can kind of slow down ABC too, and it can also slow down Metal Foes. Metal Foes is going to still be a decent deck, but Zodiac is going to take over. So yeah, you still want to have an anti-spell fragrance for people who are just going to be running those Pendulum decks. Number 9, Dimensional Barrier. Now, the reason why I have Dimensional Barrier on this list instead of in the main deck is because Dimensional Barrier, in my personal opinion, is a side deck card. It can be bad in the top deck, but against the right deck like Zodiac, it can just be really great. You declare a card type, XYZ, Synchro, Fusion, or Pendulum. Your opponent can't do that for a turn. It's a really great stun card. You're going to need 3 of them to combat Zodiacs. And even then, it's not going to be enough because Zodiacs just make 1 card FTKs. The shit is ridiculous. So, yeah, Dimensional Barrier is going to be a good side deck card. Collect 3. You need them going to the next format to fight the Zodiac deck. So, yeah, just collect 3. Number 8, System Down. Now, System Down is going to be really great, mainly for people who like to run shit like Cyber Dragons, trying to take out Cyber Dragon Infinity. And another reason why you're going to run it is because of ABCs. Like, Konami has not dropped the ban list yet, but with that being said, even if they do take a step out of the OCG and limit the field spell for the ABC deck to 1, ABC could be still kind of powerhouse because they mean ABC Bust Dragons is that good of a card. So with that being said, System Down is good enough to shut all that shit down. And for you guys that like to play Spirals out there, so far, most majority of the Spirals are just machines like Drone and Quick Fix. So me being a Spiral player, I know if you not saying that it's gonna kill us all the way, but if you do System Down our graveyard, it can kind of hurt. So just collect System Down. It's gonna be a great card to have in the next format. Number 7, Retaliating C. Now this is a great card because a lot of people are thinking the Lawnmowing in the door deck, so it's gonna be a great card for that. You Retaliating C, for you guys who do not know, so a hand trap that says when your opponent activates a spell card. I think that was Special Summon a monster or something like that. It used to get used against people who used to use Reasoning and Monster Gate for the Infernoid deck. So this is an overall solid card to pick up because Infernoid is expected to be great in the upcoming format. They're doing decent in the LCG, but the power of Zodiacs once again is just running everything. Number 6 is Denko Sekka. Now, with Denko Sekka and the Royal Decree, but Denko Sekka is preferably right now, it's just going to be good for all those rogue decks out there who want to run a lot of traps. And then we have the Paleozoic players who just like to flip over at traps and go totally awesome. So Denko Sekka is good to shut all that shit down. In addition to that, I mean, if you go Denko Sekka, and then if you go your Zodiac combos, you can just pretty much beat out people. Denko Sekka is just a powerful card. It's made to stop anti-meta decks, so why not run it? A lot of people on Pendulum decks are running it now. Just stop Paleozoic Frogs. And if Paleozoic Frogs don't get in that ban list, guess what? Denko Sekka is going to stab them niggas in the ass. Number 5, Typhoon. Another great card against Pendulums. Now, I was for my number 5, I was going to either have Typhoon or Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit is good if you're running a Synchro type of deck, or just Synchro plays in general. I mean, I like that card, but after testing it myself, I kind of favor Typhoon due to the fact that Typhoon can just, as soon as Metaphor players up their scales, you can pop their scales if they go first and you go second. if you use the Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, they're still able to pop their scales before you're able to use your Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, and their effects still resolve. So Typhoon is a little bit better in that sense, where it can stop your opponent's plays and limit their plays, and if they don't have another pendulum scale to continue their combos, the Metalfoe player is going to be slowed down and can potentially lose if you have a great hand. So I got Typhoon. I like it better than Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Fuck you guys to think otherwise. Let's see, number 4, Cosmic Cyclone. Same concept as Dingle Sekka. It's going to be really great against Paleozoic Frogs. And honestly speaking, it's going to be really good against decks like, just decks that wants to keep their spells and traps on the field. I mean, I guess this is like the main deck could have been Twin Twister, etc. Twin Twister should be main deck in my personal opinion right now, just in case that people want to run those back row heavy decks. But Cosmic Cyclone is so powerful against the Metalfoes. Permanently banishing those skills are really great. It's really good against Paleozoics. I mean, that's pretty much what we're going to side it for anyway, so yeah. Just pick up the Cosmic Cyclones, just have a playset. The card's like $8 now anyway. Number 3, Flying Sea. Now this is obvious. Zodiacs. Woo! Zodiacs. I don't know what the fuck that was. Zodiacs. That fucking deck is just dumb. Zodiacs, like, one fucking card FTKs. Marmorat is just so good. Like, it's retarded. And so when they start going their, when they start doing a lot of combos, like if they don't hit it, what's that one card? It's called. If they don't hit the cards that stop the special summoning, I can't think of the name right now. Anyway, if they don't start hitting the deck now and all the support cards for the deck's gonna be dumb. And even when they do hit the deck's gonna be dumb. The deck's still getting a lot of support in Japan, so and the deck is XYZ based. So Flying Sea, cards like Dimensional Bearer, it's really great for the Zodiacs. Flying Sea is also kind of good against heroes for the turns they want to make their totally awesome plays, and it's also good against any XYZ based deck. So it's a solid card to have in your side deck, and people who still run a BA, they hate Flying Sea. So yeah, Flying Sea is really great. Number 2, Necro Valley. Now, Necro Valley is a great card because it stops graveyard effects. It's an overall good stun card in anti-meta decks. People who still want to run like shit like Complete Force is great in Necro Valley. People who hell even want to run like people who can want to run spirals, like you can search out with your search your deck with the spiral field spell, get your combos, play your Necro Valley shit off the opponent, and just go off. Like, Necro Valley is just a good anti-meta card for the format, stopping graveyard effects, and just used for a multitude of decks. It's great against Mermaids, I believe, because they like to special them out of the graveyard. They're good against BAs. Overall, it's a good stun card. I don't think it's that great against Zodiacs, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. But it's good against a lot of decks that rely on the graveyard. And last but not least, my number 1 side deck card you guys should have is Interrupt the Kaiju Slumber, right along with the Kaiju Engine. If you guys don't know what the fuck the Kaiju Engine is, you can click right here. I have a whole video talking about the Kaiju Engine. Now, with that being said, the Interrupt the Kaiju Slumber. You pop all cards on both players' side of, well, not all cards, but all monsters on both players' side of the fields, and you bring out 2 Kaijus on both players' side of the fields, and the Kaijus duke it out. Now, the reason why this is great against Zodiacs, and it's going to be great in the next format, number 1, almost every deck in the OCG right now is running Kaiju Engine and something, or combo with Zodiac or Zodiac Kaiju, because Zodiacs like to make big boards. The thing about the Zodiac's big boards, they're vulnerable to destructing cards like Dark Hole, Regeki, etc. But Zodiacs could just recover their plays right back with 1 card. So if you're going to grind game, going back and forth, you want to have those consistent top decks of field wipes and pop. So Interrupt the Kaiju Slumber is great for the Zodiac matchup. In addition to that, you also have shit like Dark Holes or Regekis. The OCG only has 1 Dark Hole, I believe, or 2 Dark Holes and no Regeki. TCG would have 2 Dark Holes and Regeki. I won't be surprised if Dark Hole comes to 3 to help fight the Zodiac deck. So yeah, that was my 10 best cards you guys should be picking up for the side deck going into the next format. If you guys have any more side deck cards you think would be great to pick up, post those in the comment section down below. And as I always tell you guys, if you're new to the channel, I would love for you to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I generally upload right now whenever the fuck I want, but mainly 3 days a week. Mondays are usually discussions, and Wednesdays are usually top 10s, and right now Fridays are usually my explain days, or whatever the fuck I want days. So this is Chris from Team Innovation, and I'm signing out. Peace, guys, and stay innovative. Deuces, peace.